Withnail and I is a 1987 semi-autobiographical film done by Bruce Robinson. Stars Paul McCann, Richard E. Grant, and Richard Griffiths. So this is one of England's hottest cult films. It still does deserve all the glory that it gets. The only British cult film that I think is probably better than Withnail and I is Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. Maybe it's just me with this one, but this may be one of those films that takes a couple of watches to fully digest, because there's lots of layers, there's lots of aspects to it, even though it may appear to be just a straightforward buddy film that's about an hour and 45 minutes long. Still, there's so many aspects and layers to this that I don't know, I didn't get everything in the first watch. Yes, I saw two struggling actors in London in the late 1960s, heading on a crummy vacation. But the movie is so much more than just that, really. As I just said, the movie deals with Withnail, who's Richard E. Grant, and I, who's Paul McCann. They're totally sick of life. They're struggling actors. They almost never get any sort of breaks. They almost never get any auditions. And the plot that they live in, it's just crummy. They're dirt poor, and the only way that they can ever feel any sort of goodness about themselves or about life in general, because just a crummy area, is by drinking and doing drugs. Because they're so sick of everyday life. They're so sick of their money issues. And I suggest to Withnail to take a few days off, go to the countryside, because Withnail has this uncle named Monty. Monty's pretty rich. He's a former actor himself. He has this cottage in the countryside. So, yeah, he talks Withnail into heading off to Monty's cottage. And when they head over to Monty's area, it's not really the kind of vacation that they would expect, because they're completely broke, and because Monty hasn't been there in so long. They have to do a lot of fixing up themselves. They have to go to a lot of different areas just to get wood for the stove and everything. But things get a little bit more crazy when Monty decides to pay visits to them. While the movie's progressing, it becomes less and less predictable. I love it when movies do that to me. When a movie becomes less and less predictable, and when a comedy becomes really, really exciting, honestly, there's nothing better than that. This movie isn't like After Hours or The Out of Towners in respect with how unpredictable and how exciting they are, because those are adventure films. But Withnail and I, it does feature kind of the same little bit in terms of what's going to happen next. The friendship between Withnail and I gets more on the edge. The friendship keeps getting tested, and you wonder, will one of them snap and will they fight the other? Will they just call our friendship quits? Yeah, the movie, the way that it examines friendship between two people, it is quite something. Usually when you think of movies about friendship, it's usually groups of people like The Goonies and Stand By Me and Mean Streets. But Withnail and I, it's one of the better films about just two people. I really like that about this. And of course, the whole idea of being poor and starvation among trying to make it big, and Great Britain in 1969, all that stuff, and all the layers that comes with everything. But the more we know about Withnail and I, and even about Uncle Monty, the more of the more characteristics and the more traits and the more backstory we get to learn about these men, more personality we get to know about these men, the much better of an experience this film becomes. Yeah, Withnail and I, easily one of the best British cult films ever. I adore this. I'll give Withnail and I from 1987 4 stars out of 4. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you again next time.